What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I seen this story this morning, and I wanted to share this with you. This right here is unbelievable. Before I even jump into this, let me just say this to you real fast. I think a lot of times people get hurt in the street from random acts of violence when they underestimate the level of crazy or violent intent of somebody that they come across, whether they converse with them or not. Today I want to talk about a story out of St. Louis. Shout out St. Louis. And it's about this guy right here. This man you see right here is Austin Fitzgerald. He's a 61-year-old terror, or he did some terroristic stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy in a place called Tower Grove Park, a public park, wound up getting in so much trouble. He's been charged with 14 crimes in a 2-day period, including assault, kidnapping, sexual abuse, and armed criminal action. This guy was running up on random strangers and beating the hell out of them. And he went to court yesterday, and I want you guys to check out this story because they think it's more victims that this guy than laid claim to, but nobody can prove it for now. Look.
It's historic, it's beautiful, but recent violence around Tower Grove Park is obscuring all of that. With alarming facts coming to light tonight, the question is, the man arrested for those crimes, is he possibly behind others in that area of South City? Good evening, I'm Corey Stark. Samantha Jones is off tonight. That man you just saw is accused of kidnapping and violent beatings using brass knuckles at Tower Grove Park. First Alert 4's Nathan Vickers is looking into the recent attacks, crime concerns, and learning how one of the violent episodes was diffused.
These were two different incidents on two different days, but they're both connected to that same suspect. Now neighborhood groups want to know if he may have been connected to other disturbances in the area.
The peace of Tower Grove Park.
There's always families and people walking around here.
Brings a feeling of security.
We feel really safe in the park.
An atmosphere that surrounding communities have spent decades improving. Gary Hosna is part of a citizen-led crime prevention effort that includes the park and nearby neighborhoods.
Really come into being just a new destination for the South City.
Hosna quickly learned of two incidents in the park last week, both involving 61-year-old Austin Fitzgerald. Police say on Friday, Fitzgerald held two women at gunpoint and forced one of them into his car and groped her before she was able to escape. Then on Saturday, police arrested Fitzgerald after he attacked a group in the park, punching at least 4 people with brass knuckles.
There had to be some type of connection there because there is very little violent crime that happens in the neighborhood.
Park rangers told us that people in the group had been playing Pokemon Go and that several people in the crowd had worked to subdue Fitzgerald.
People saw something, they did something, they got involved in it. And that's what's going to make the park a much safer environment for people to be in.
Now Hosna and others are working to find out whether Fitzgerald may be connected to other crimes in the area.
I don't like to hear about it. It's, a sad state of affairs.
It's got to be really scary for everyone involved.
We need to know more about the situation. We need to know if this person is being given the treatment he has, and if we need to be aware of anything that may happen in the future.
But for some, Fitzgerald's arrest and the community's involvement tells a different story.
There were people who were there who were able to intervene and alert the authorities and stop a situation before it could get kind of any worse, and I think it really talks to the community of the park.
Rangers also told us they're staying vigilant here in the park to try to prevent any other.
A man is accused of kidnapping women at Tower Grove Park, and that was just the beginning of an alleged 2-day crime spree.
Fox 2's Chad Mira is live at Tower Grove Park with what is already a long list of charges so far, Chad.
Yeah, Andy, 14 of them. 14 charges stemming from 2 different incidents that happened over the weekend. The latest there were 2 charges of kidnapping. A man accused of attacking people in Tower Grove Park is now facing new charges, kidnapping.
When officers arrived on scene, they located 2 females who were visibly shaken and they were distraught.
61-year-old Austin Fitzgerald is accused of kidnapping 2 women at gunpoint. Allegedly, he forced one into his own vehicle with him, and the other was told to follow them in her own car. Both were able to escape.
Thankfully, they are going to be physically okay. I mean, obviously, now it's going to be the trauma associated with that type of incident.
Police say a Good Samaritan was recording the incident and that the victim was able to get into that person's car and get to safety.
And so what you saw throughout some of this investigation is cooperation, including cooperation from the community, people who came to the rescue of a person in need of help.
The very next day, police say Fitzgerald went back to Tower Grove Park and attacked people with brass knuckles at the Chinese Pavilion. People in the park again jumped in to help and tried to restrain Fitzgerald. That's when he allegedly bit someone.
There isn't a trend of people being hit around with brass knuckles and kidnapped from parks that I'm aware of. I'm sure you would have been aware of too. If there was, obviously you'd see increased patrols at parks. I mean, that's not something that we're seeing.
Fitzgerald is currently in custody, no bond right now, but that could be discussed at a detention hearing that's scheduled for next week. Reporting live in South St. Louis, Chad Mira, Fox 2 News.
All right, guys, that's the story of this old school assassin, Austin Fitzgerald from St. Louis, Missouri, the Tower Grove Park Terror. 2-day span, he kicked ass and took names. Shit is wild. Look at this. Now, you seen what they said, right? Now, he got all these charges. In the first attack with the 2 women where he grabbed one and groped her, did you pay attention to what they said? He grabbed one girl that was with another girl, snatched her, he says, you two are coming with me, and then pulls one girl in the car and tells the other girl, you follow me in your car. What? This is the first attack. St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department said on August 1st, 2 female victims were at the park when Fitzgerald approached them from behind with a black pistol-like firearm and stated, you two are coming with me. So now he's RoboCop. Police said he grabbed victim number 2's arm, but after she resisted, he ordered her and victim number 1 to get into his car. Officers said Fitzgerald drove away with the first victim after the second victim activated her car alarm and yelled for help. While driving, Fitzgerald put his gun in his lap, forced the victim's shirt down, grabbed her breast, and saying, I'm going to take you back to my hood, police said. He also grabbed a purse and demanded money. The victim was able to escape and jump into a witness's vehicle who recorded the incident. Statements from other witnesses matched the victim's versions of events. In this incident, prosecutor charged Fitzgerald with 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon, 2 counts of armed criminal action, 1 count each of first-degree kidnapping, second-degree kidnapping, and first-degree sexual assault. So basically, he ran up on a chick, demanded both of them come with him. He put his hands on one, snatched her while the alarm and stuff was going off, and takes off. As he takes off, he's groping the girl, telling her, I'm going to take you back to my hood, and demands money and tries to get her purse. Wow. Now, this is the second incident. The next day, on August 2nd, police said Fitzgerald returned to Tower Grove Park and assaulted several people with brass knuckles. By the time police responded, Fitzgerald was detained by park rangers. Officers said Fitzgerald used brass knuckles to attack a person, hitting them in the head and chest. A second person tried to intervene and was struck in the head by Fitzgerald. Police said a third person was struck in the head by the brass knuckles while bystanders tried to restrain him. Fitzgerald assaulted a 4th person, giving them a visible bruise and teeth marks. So he bit them. In this incident, prosecutors charged Fitzgerald with 2 counts of second-degree assault, 2 counts of third-degree assault, 2 counts of armed criminal action, and 1 count of unlawfully possession of an illegal weapon, which is the brass knucks. Therefore, thankfully, both women survived, and that's what the most important thing, says St. Louis police spokesman Mitch McCoy. He's due in court again, next court scheduled date in St. Louis court. is August 13th, and he's held in the St. Louis Justice Center without bond. How much time you think this dude gonna do? How much time you think he gonna do? This motherfucker went on a terroristic tear in 2 days. Beat people up playing Pokemon. He probably went over there like, that corny shit, and just attacked them. You think about it. Can't even mind your business without somebody coming to fuck you up. Can't be a woman without somebody trying to pick you like fruit off the goddamn street. This guy is 61 years old talking about, I'm gonna take you to my hood. Yeah, all right. All right. And you know what's crazy? He did some crazy shit, but he might not be crazy. Sometimes people counterfeit crazy for desperate. He might have been horny and needed money. You know what I'm saying? The chicks might have had fatties. He might have thought he could go over there and gorilla pimp them. Either way, man, this is stupid shit. He got serious charges. All that shit warrant a prison sentence. I wonder if he'll even go nowadays. That justice system be bullshitting the way it do. But either way, man, he was caught, man, and it ruined somebody's experience. A lot of times we don't think about, we talk and laugh about the crazy stuff people do, but we don't really take into account the sense of security that or trust that's broken a lot of times in the victim. Every time this person goes past that certain part in the park, they will always think back of when their life could have ended. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it just ruins the people experiencing this sense of self-security. And that's the shit, that's the greatest crime of all to me. This dude at 61 years old, he doing this shit and he's not crazy. If he's proven to not be crazy, I wouldn't let his ass out of jail ever. That's just me, though. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Motherfucker 61 years old, still talking like he in the street. I'm going to take you to my hood. Maybe if your ass had stayed there, you'd still be out and have your freedom. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.